What's going on, people? TroopzTV. Back again. Episode 40 of Back Again with Troopz featuring Zarblood. You understand? We've reached a little milestone, 40. We're 10 away. You get me? From 50, the magic number. You get me? 9 away from invincibility. You get me? 49 undefeated.
49.
You get me?
Undefeated.
Big up my brother Zar in the cut. Jet ski on the buttons every week. You already fucking know, blood. You understand? Hey, Jets, can I get myself tightened up a bit?
Your mic?
Yeah, my mic.
Is it your mic? I think it's your head. Might be your headphones.
Is it my headphones?
Because you're good on the mic. You're at the same level you always are.
Which one is it, blood? Is it this one?
This one right here. Yeah.
Is that better? No, it's not. Oh, that 1 minute. I can't even. Okay, here we
Better
go.
now?
That's much better.
I don't want to bump you in there.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you're a dickhead. You see? Because I'm dead. I'm saying, bro, that I can't hear nothing, blood.
Oh, it bends. It bends.
Yeah, it bends.
It bends.
What, it bends like mantis?
No, like.
Hey, you set.
Shout out Mantis, man.
Shout out Mantis, blood. That boy bent. You understand? Shout out Mantis, blood. You lined him up there, blood.
Yep,
you get me? Man said it bends, fam.
Yep.
Mantis bends, blood. You get me?
Bends like mantis. Shout out mantis.
Bend it like Beckham, blood. You understand? Fucking troll cat, blood. You get me? Fucking. It's weird, blood, because there was fixtures this week, in midweek, but there was none for us.
None for it, yeah.
You get me? So we had a peaceful week, blood.
Yeah, it was pretty chilled. Actually, before we even go into the fixtures, how was the part of my take appearance?
Yeah, that was interesting, blood.
Yeah.
You get me? Hank fucked up and put diluted when I said deluded.
Oh yeah, I saw the
You
clip
get
on
me?
Twitter. Yeah, I saw the clip on Twitter.
But yeah, man, it's got a good response from the Pardon My Take fan base. You get me? Big up them, big up the fan base, big up Big Cat, big up PFT, big up Hank, big up Jake, big up everyone, blood. You get me?
Shout out to man Liam Crowley on the edits.
You get me? We have to big up them, man. There, hard working. The edits was on point still. You feel me? But I enjoyed it, blood. It was different. You get me? Like, obviously the KFC ones is more of a just a chat.
It's more of a wild, yeah.
You get me? This one is more football sport based.
Interview based.
Yes, it's more, you get me, of a sit down. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it, man. You get me? Looks like the people them enjoyed it as well. You understand? And yeah, man, I think that we got a few of their supporters that have joined. Get me? The TroopzTV regime, the Back Again with Troopz regime, blood.
There we go.
Because I've seen them, blood. I've seen a lot of people coming out saying, you get me, they're supporting Arsenal because of us. You get me? They've been looking for a football team to support in the Premier League, and because we're shining light on our great club, you get me? We're doing our job, blood. Certain people need to do their job, innit? You get me? Let's get that in as well, blood. You understand? Shots getting fired this week, blood. You get me? But yeah, you feel me? Like, I see that that brother who plays basketball came out with an Arsenal top on. He had Lacazette.
Oh, Richardson. Yep,
yeah, Richardson.
Josh Richardson.
Dallas Mavericks.
No, Mavericks. Yep,
No,
Mavericks.
the Dallas Mavericks. You get me? So I think we will be taking a trip to Dallas, blood.
I saw that too. The blue jersey. I saw that.
Blood. We'll give him a blood closet t-shirt. You get me? We have to go there and present him one. You feel me?
That would be a good pairing. Mark Cuban's a really cool dude. He's a big fan of Barstool as well. I think he did some content with Dave and them. So maybe we got to get a link with you and Mr. Cubes.
Yeah, blood. You get me? We're gonna have to get the magician on that one. You feel me? Get him to come on, blood, because that'd be an interesting talk. You get me? But I've seen a lot of people coming out as Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Since I've moved over to NYC, blood.
There he is.
You get me? There is the picture. You get me? There's the picture for you lot as well. We'll show it for you lot. You get me? It's a lovely picture. Lacazette on the back, blood. You get me? The infamous number 9. You understand? I wonder how he supported. I wonder how he started supporting Arsenal.
Curious. I was actually curious. When I saw that clip, I was actually curious because like, for example, 21 Savage, he's from London. He's London,
yeah.
so that makes sense.
Man knows his dad.
Yeah. So cats like him, Josh Richardson, who I don't know anything about. How,
Josh Harden as well. James Harden, sorry.
How these guys land on Arsenal,
Yeah.
how they pick teams, I'm very curious.
Obviously, LeBron's got shares in Liverpool. That's why
Liverpool,
he's
yep.
a Liverpool fan. Drake supports everybody.
Yeah, Drake.
You get me?
Whoever's popular at the time,
Yeah.
Drake is all over you.
Yeah, it's funny that Cena supports Tottenham because you get me. You can't see me. You can't see Tottenham winning trophies. It just goes in. It just goes together, innit, blood? You feel me?
Makes sense.
I saw that Riddle. I don't know if you know Riddle from WWE. He's a new generation of the wrestlers. He's an Arsenal fan.
Oh, nice.
There blood. I'd like to get him involved as well. You get me? Because say, man, fuck with wrestling from back in the day.
Yep. Attitude era.
I'd love to get the perspective of a new age wrestler compared to obviously the dream is to get The Rock on. You get me? That is the dream, blood. You understand?
The people's champ and the people's champ.
You get me? That is the dream, blood. You understand? Absolute, you get me? It's because I know Righty, and I've got that connection with Righty. It would be a dream to get on Righty, but to get The Rock on, I have nothing with The Rock, blood. There's no way I can get in, I can get a message over to him, you get me? If we could actually get him on the podcast, blood, that would be
it'd be incredible,
bro. I'm not gonna lie, blood. You might have to do the questions, blood, because I'll just be there.
You'll just be sitting there.
I'll just be there, I'll be like, hey, Rock, what do you think of my eyebrow?
What do you think of my eyebrow?
It's as good as
Rate
yours,
my
blood.
eyebrow, Rock.
It's as good as yours. Eyebrow rating, blood. You know what I'm saying? Forget pizza review. You get me? You get the eyebrow review. One raise. Forget one bite, blood. One raise.
One brow. Everyone knows the rules.
One brow. Everyone knows the rules. Right brow. You get me?
Wait. So Ian Wright's your favorite Arsenal player of all time?
Yeah. Okay. Righty's my favorite. I think Henry's the greatest of all time, but Righty for me, he's my favorite, blood. He's the reason why I support Arsenal. He's the one that I could most relate to because he grew up in a estate in South London. Obviously, I grew up in Northwest London, but same council estate environment. You get me? Obviously, Henry grew up in Paris, but I think he grew up in the rough side of Paris as well, blood. You get me? But obviously, French, I can't really relate to that. Blood. Obviously, I can relate to the hood, but I can't relate to that.
Can't relate to the Frenchness of the hood.
Yeah,
you
feel
relate
me?
to the Englishness of it.
But you get me. Enough banter. We understand. Let's get into the midweek fixtures. You get me. There were some midweek fixtures. There were 7 games, in fact, this midweek. They started on Tuesday. The front runners, Man City, with another victory, a 4-1 victory at home against Wolves, blood. Then Donker giving City the lead with an own goal. Connor Cody equalising for Wolves. And that was actually his first shot on target for Wolves. And also his first Premier League goal for Wolves. And
for Wolves ever?
And that was his 103rd game. His first goal in the Premier League, blood.
Wait, did you say shot or shot on target?
Shot on target.
Shot on target, okay.
Shot on target. You get me? It's been a long time they've been up here, blood. You get me?
Send it back.
He scored for England before he scored for Wolves.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because he got a goal for England.
It is crazy.
I remember I think it was a friendly. I think it was a friendly still. I don't think it was a qualifier. I think it was a friendly. But he got his first goal for England and he scored for Wolves. But then you get me, Man City doing what Man City do. Coming back again. Gabriel Jesus with 2 goals. And then your boy,
Riyad Mahrez.
in between those 2 goals, Riyad Mahrez. You still think Saka's better?
It's just a shame that they both play. As soon as I call him out, Mahrez has just been unstoppable. Because not only was did he score, I think he assisted. He gave the pass for one of the Jesus ones, where he gave it to Kyle Walker that squared it, and then he just tapped it in and all that. So he's just been performing like a madman. He must listen to back again.
You get me? He must be a big supporter of back again, blah. Big up all the Premier League footballers that listen. If you do, if you don't give a shit. We got the fans them to listen in. That's who we care about. We got the people. You feel me? But Man City are now unbeaten in 28 games in all competitions, 25 wins and 3 draws, equaling their club record of 28 between April and December 2017. Man City haven't trailed for a single minute in any of their last 19 Premier League games, equaling Arsenal's competition record of 19 consecutive Premier League games without falling behind, set between December 98 and May 99. And finally, let's look how long we've had the record for, blood. That's how you know there's been some great teams, blood. You understand?
Trailing.
But you get me. What they're dealing with, blood, is unbelievable.
Not even losing, just being behind in the game.
They don't have it, blood.
It's remarkable.
And then Man City have won their last 21 games in all competitions, scoring 55 goals and conceding just 8 in this run. In fact, City are one of just 3 teams from the big 5 European leagues, England, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain, to record more than 20 consecutive victories after Bayern Munich 23 in 2020 and Real Madrid 22 in 2014. These man are breaking records all over the place, blood. I think they only need 20 points to secure the league. They need 20 points, blood. You get me? From their remaining 11 games. You understand? So that's 6 wins. That's basically 7 wins and they got it. 6 wins and 2 draws, they're champions. 7 wins, they're champions. That's 21 points, blood. You get me? When I said to you back in, you get me, when it was October and they were down,
like 12 or whatever number they were.
You me? They were doing up Jay Sean, blood. Yeah. Down, baby, are you down? You get me? I said to you, blood, listen, this is Man City and this is Pep Guardiola, blood. Do not rub them out of this title race, blood. And you've seen, you get me, when Man United were lurking around, going back and forth with them, you get me, City kept that pressure, and now they have gone clear, blood, and they are 14 points clear.
But this level, Troopz, this level, this is
bro.
Unprecedented.
If you forget, if you go back to podcast episodes, I said to you when you were saying about City out of the race, I said in one of the episodes, City are the kind of team that they can go on a run of 20, 25 games unbeaten and win at least 20 of them games, blood. They have the caliber of player. They have the manager that can do it, blood. And how many they won now? 21, 22 in a row? Yeah. Come on, bro. Their goal difference is plus 39, rude boy. We haven't even scored 39 fucking goals. And their goal difference is plus 39, rude boy. We've scored 34 goals, blood. Do you understand? It's ridiculous, bro. Are they the best team the Premier League has seen? The Premier League. Is this the best Premier League team? Because last year, Liverpool, man, were screaming they're the best team. Yeah. They're better than the Invincibles. They're better than the Centurions. They're better than Mourinho's first title-winning Chelsea team. Is this team up there? Is this team... For me, they're better than Liverpool last year.
Yeah. So I hate comparing eras and comparing different years because unfortunately those teams can't really play each other to see who's.
But look at the caliber of player in this team. So like for example, look, you got Rodri. We had Vieira.
Yep.
They got De Bruyne. We had Pires. But Bergkamp. Sorry.
Yeah.
They got Aguero. We had Henry. They've got
Kyle Walker. We had Lauren.
You get me? Yeah. Liverpool got Mane. We had Pires.
Yep.
You get me? Liverpool got Salah. Chelsea had Damien Duff, Arjen Robben. So the caliber, the levels are still kind of there, blood. Yeah. So you can kind of, obviously, you get me? De Bruyne, you can compare De Bruyne and Bergkamp. For me, you can compare them two players. You get me? You can compare them. So for me, the level is there. So I think you can put the question of City in that. Are they better than the Centurions of Man City?
Let me say this: they're in that caliber of the greatest. So it's all based on preference. So they're in that.
So I've got 3 questions for you.
Greatest teams in the Premier League.
So is this the greatest? So the first one, is this the greatest Premier League team?
I don't know.
Okay,
that's my answer.
Is this the greatest Man City team? So is this better than the Centurions? Is this better than Aguero? Is this better than it? Remember Toure? Company,
David Silva.
You understand? But look what they're keeping up with.
These cats too are doing bits though.
But did that team have tougher competition? Is this team has this team got weaker competition? Like the opposition is not as strong as the opposition was when you had the Company and the Yaya teams.
And that point right there that you just brought up comes into play when you're comparing the two teams from the different years and the different
opposition.
Exactly. Look at the opposition that
it's shit this year. If we be totally honest,
and all that. Yeah. So that's
you got West Ham in the top 4. No disrespect, but come on, bro. Like, you understand? Like, let's be real. All they man to do is blow bubbles. Yeah. You get me? I'm surprised like the bubble's gone this high. You understand? This is the highest the bubble has been, blood. Yeah. Since fucking Bobby Moore days. R.I.P. to the legend.
Hey. So they're definitely up there. I personally I'd put them. Let me say this. I'll probably put them in the top.
So is it? So you haven't answered.
Top
Is it the?
three.
Is it the best Man City team?
Best Man City team, even then, because that David Silva, Yaya, and them cats were fucking good, man, too.
Okay, where would
Best
you?
Man City team, yes.
Where
Yes,
would?
I'll give him
Oh
that.
yeah. Nah, that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give him that.
For my opinion, it's not. For my opinion, I believe that the David Silva team,
The Silva,
with Yaya,
Toure, and them.
Company, I think that team
Vince.
was I think the
Ruben-
Centurions team.
Ruben Diaz.
Nah, but Vincent Company, bro.
Ruben Diaz is.
Vincent Kompany.
I mean, Company is a great player and all that, but Ruben Diaz is doing the
No,
bits
but
that.
Vincent Company did it
Vince,
consistently
yes.
for how many years? Over 10 years, bro.
Great player.
You forget that goal that he scored to win them the fucking thing against Leicester City. Can Ruben Diaz do that?
A great player.
You remember that
but
goal
we're
against
looking-
Leicester?
We're looking at this. We're looking at the seasons in isolation, right? We're looking at the one season. Like he's only played the games that he's played, and Ruben Diaz has only played the games that
Yeah,
he's
but
played.
can
and
Ruben
he's
Diaz
fantastic.
handle the pressure of the fans being in the ground?
Yeah, I guess we'll see next
Because
season.
there's more pressure
This-
with the fans.
Oh, yeah, with
because
man-
with no
screaming at
fans,
you, know.
if you're losing 4-0, no one's cussing you.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
the manager.
So we'll see.
Sometimes you fuck off the manager. Let's be totally real.
Based off the sample size that I have at my
I can't
disposal
believe
right
you're
now.
trying to. I can't believe. For me, you cannot even compare Ruben Diaz to fucking Vincent Bro, we're talking about one of the greatest centre backs in
Greatest-
Premier League.
I
Bro, you compare
completely
Company
acknowledge.
with like Campbell, that wanker Terry, Rio, Vidic. You get Tony Adams. You put him in your. You know what? It's your opinion, isn't
No,
it?
I completely get that, but I'm saying
Yeah.
what he's doing this season so far.
Yeah, but
with,
it's
with
one
what
s-
he's,
yeah, yeah,
with
okay.
what
But
he's
it's one
done.
season,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's with what he's done.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 27 games. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
decent enough sample size. You can tell whether someone's good or not in 27 games.
All right, one more. Where do you rank this team in all of the Guardiola teams? So,
Including Barca and Bayern.
yeah, all of them.
Barca, he had the Ronaldo. No.
Barca, he had Messi,
That was
Henri
after
Eto'o.
Ronaldinho.
And then he had
Messi,
Messi,
Ibrahimovic.
Luis,
No.
Messi, Villa, and Pedro. Because
Oh,
he had
the
two Barca
Pedro one.
teams.
Okay, so he was before the Suarez.
Because he had the Yaya. He had the Yaya team,
Yeah.
which was like Yaya, Henri, Eto'o, Messi.
Eto'o, Xavi, Iniesta.
Busquets just came in that year. Xavi and Iniesta. Then he had like
The
the
Bayern.
then he had like the Busquets team, which was like Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Villa, Pedro,
yeah.
Messi.
Yeah.
You get me? Who else was there at that time?
Jordi Alba, and
Jordi Alba came in. Eric Abidal,
Abidal,
Puyol,
left,
Dani
yeah.
Alves, and then obviously Bayern. He had the Ribéry, the Lewandowski, Toni Kroos, Neuer, Jerome Boateng. Then City, obviously, he's had like Yaya, Company, De Bruyne, Sterling.
I would say it's his Barca one. His Barca team.
No, I'm saying, where do you rank this team?
Where
against the-
with not which one of his teams.
Yeah,
is the best
obviously
one.
the best
It's
team is the Barca.
the Barca one.
Which
so
Barca
I would
team?
put that. I would put that
Which Barca?
behind
Which Barca
the,
team?
The Bush, the what's called the one with
The 2011.
with Busquets. The
2011 team.
Cats, yeah, the Pedros and them cats. I would put this one probably second. How was this Bayern?
Would you put it above the Bayern team?
The Bayern team. Shit, with like Robin, Ribéry,
Lewandowski,
Kroos.
Cruz,
Damn, that was a good team.
Goretzka,
That was a good team.
Philip
This
Lahm,
City, this City team is good too. Damn.
Neuer, Boateng. What's his name? Hummels.
Mats.
Hummels, Götze.
Mario Götze. You know what?
Jordi Alba.
The only reason
Kingsley Coleman.
why I'm gonna pick the City one is because I've got English Premier League bias.
Okay.
But that Bayern team was also very good. So I'll put him two behind that Barcelona team.
Okay. Well, that win for Man City took them 14 points clear of the chasing pack. Man United obviously chased them in second. It was a dead game.
That's so boring.
Dead game. That's back-to-back 0-0s for Man United on the road. I pointed out to Man United fans early in the season when they thought they were gonna when they got gas when they went top and they got the nosebleed.
PE teacher.
And I said that PE teacher will strike, blood. Do you understand? Like I said like the reason why you're performing is because you've got all your players on fire right now. Since Pogba's gone out that team, they've dropped as well. They have dropped off as well. Yeah. People are saying Bruno is the main guy. Bruno's probably the main goal scoring guy, but to make that team tick, when it was ticking, it was Pogba.
Pogba in it, yeah.
Yeah, since Pogba's been injured, they fell off, yeah? And with Ole was just picking his best 11, the best players, and saying, go do your thing. Now that Pogba's gone, he's got to put this idiot McTominay in. You get me?
Fred.
He's shit, bro. Fred's all right. But then, did you see how my man got excited when Fred shot and he was like, and he missed and he's
when he clapped, he was like, yeah, you finally shot with your weaker foot, but you kind of
against Chelsea. I was like, bro, this is like, and that's why I said to Man United fans, like, don't get offended when I'm just being honest, bro. Your manager cannot win you a league title. Man United will not win the league as long as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the manager, blood. Arteta will win a league title before him.
Before Ole?
Arteta's a better manager than Solskjaer.
You think Arteta?
If Arteta was at Man United, Arteta would be close to City.
Arteta with his owners will win a league title.
Arteta with
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Wait, yeah. Wow, yeah.
With the backing of the Cronky Sports Entertainment, whatever the fuck they call KSC, whatever the hell they call themselves.
Arteta will. Solskjaer's bro. He won't even win a trophy this year. Man United will not win a trophy this year.
That's what I don't get about Solskjaer is that he's. Yeah, people are upset at him.
Bro, he was a super.
They're second, bro.
Bro, he's a super sub as a player. So he's semi. You understand? You're a semi, bro. You're not the main guy. You're not an Andy Cole. You're not a Dwight York. You're not a Van Nistelrooy. You're a semi, dog. You need Viagra, dog. You understand? What happens when you get to competitions? You get to the semi because you're a semi, blood. You understand? This guy rolls around with a semi-automatic. He don't roll around with a Mac 10. The Mac 10's automatic. The thing goes scrap. Pop, 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 pop. Shout out my nigga Dapper. Yeah, his thing is semi hard eye man. He's a semi. He's not a semi. He's a semi. You know them Yankee man say it. Semi. He is a semi, blood. Yeah, I'm telling you. As long as I'll go further than saying Man United will not win a league title. Man United will not win a trophy as long as that man says.
As long as he's in. Can I ask you this? Let me ask you this, right? People are saying that he's not a master tactician and all that.
He has no tactics.
He lets his players just go out there and do the thing.
Freestyle FC.
Can he not? Does he not get credit for?
He's a man manager.
Yeah. Does he not get credit for
man
that?
management skills are on point. You can clearly see that. You get me? He gets a song out of players. He's
Pogba and happy. Looks like he's happy now. Playing.
Luke Shaw. You get me? Got him fit. Get me? Dashed away certain food that he shouldn't be eating, looking trim, like how he's supposed to be as a footballer. You get me? Pogba. You understand? When people were cussing him and that Raiola brother always coming out and giving his little 2 pence and them thing there. You get me? He keeps his players' heads in the... But when it comes to winning trophies and matches, that's where your tactics come into it, blood. How can you change the game? You get me? How can you affect the game? He can't do that.
You'd want him out, though.
Ole.
You'd want him out? You'd be Ole out?
I wouldn't want him in my... Fuck that, you.
That's what I don't understand. It's like the guy is second, right? The guy is second.
Yeah, but what do you win for second?
Yeah, but I know I get that.
With
that,
what he's got and what they've spent, should he be higher? Should the gap be that big? 14 points.
That Man City team though, that Man City team has no holes.
Nah, but look.
I mean, yeah, it's 14 points.
They were top of the league, and look how they look. They were top, bro.
The gap does look.
There was a point when United were 2 points clear of City, and they were going back to back. Now it's 14. That's the manager.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. For me, he's one that I'm week in, week out with him. I'm with him 1 week, and then I see what the Ollie out crew
I don't rate
means
him.
And all.
I don't rate him one bit.
I don't rate him one. I don't rate him two. But at the same time, I don't think he should be out because with what he has.
But look how much he spent.
What he is.
He wanted a right back.
He
wanted a right back. He got a right back. Basaka. He wanted a centre back. He got a centre back. Maguire. Yeah. He wanted a number 10. He got a number 10. Fucking Bruno.
Yeah.
He wanted a striker. He got Cavani. What?
That City side is just a bit more quality than his. Even I mean, I would argue even the Liverpool one too. Though granted they're not performing. I mean, they have more quality. But yeah, I mean, he breaks my brain. I don't know where I stand with him. I think results wise, I think he should be fine, but I guess not.
I got some stats for you. Huh? Man United registered their 6th goalless Premier League draw of the season. Their joint most ever in a season, along with 2004-2005 and 2016/2017. Crystal Palace have drawn back-to-back Premier League games goalless for the first time since December 2017.
Back to it, Jesus.
So they also done back-to-back 0-0. Man United have drawn 3 consecutive matches 0-0 in all competitions for the first time since October 2015 under Louis van Gaal. With the third game in that run, a goalless draw at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. Well, that draw, that took United way behind. You get me? They're currently 14 points behind the leaders. City's goal difference is so much better as well.
It's almost double.
It's literally almost double. Sheffield United 1, Aston Villa 0.
Your boy, if I remember correctly, he's on that.
Nah, McGoldrick, that's Curtis's boy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Callum's my boy. Callum's at West Brom now, though. Much needed win for Sheffield United. Aston Villa looking a bit shaky since Grealish has been injured. And I'm going to ask the question, would you blame him? Because do you know what his injury is? Shin. He's got a shin injury. Have you seen how he wears his shin pads?
The tiny. I mean, he's got the biggest leg on the planet, and the shin pad's probably like this small.
Would you blame him?
No, I mean, get bigger.
Mikey put out a tweet earlier. Shout out Mikey, and he says that he doesn't believe that Grealish is a leader, because if he was a leader, then you would wear the appropriate. The racist hater is back again, the pussy-o. But he's saying that he's not a leader because basically, I think what he's trying to imply is he would wear the appropriate shin pads because he's basically brought injury on himself getting that shin in. Because if your shin pads was high, then that you understand the protection is there.
And he has
Would you say he's not? And he wears his socks low, like he does like the fucking.
The ankle,
the Rui Costa style.
Yeah,
you get me. The Johan Cruyff blood. You get me. The Jack Wilshere. That Wilshere done when he come in.
Used to do that too.
You get me. Would you say he's not a leader for that? Fucking hell, that racist hater's popping off today. Might have to KKK in there, boy. Fucking hell, they're trying to get out.
I mean, Michael podcast throwing out wild colorations here. Apparently, your shin pads have got everything to do with your leadership skills. No, I don't think so. It's just unfortunate.
Do you blame him?
No, it's. I mean,
no. For the style of shin pad to have a shin injury?
No,
do you blame Grealish?
Because I mean,
I slightly blame him.
This is not really the first. I mean, it's not the first game that he's played.
But to get a shin injury, and shin pads can, and obviously. If you had a child, like, do you think I'm gonna tell Trey to wear that style of shin pad?
No, but I feel like I mean you're bound.
Like
to
Smith
get
Rowe does it
somehow.
as well.
You're bound to get injured somehow, some way.
So no, but a shin injury. What he has is a shin injury.
I get that, but you can't zero in on the fucking shin pad.
But if he had the appropriate shin pad, well, then it protects.
After the fact, you're saying that after the fact now that he's injured, but he's been playing.
But it's
true.
Like
200 games and he hasn't had a fucking shin injury and all that. I've got no issue with fucking Jack Grealish's with shin pads.
See, what have you got a problem with players wearing that kind of shin pad like Smith Rowe and them, man?
As long as
I'm asking the question. I don't have an issue, but I kind of do lay part blame.
No, not at all. So I get where the outrage may be coming from, where you get a shin injury, because I mean, and you also wear tiny ass shin pads. But if someone russes your clot in the fucking shins, you're gonna get injured whether you have a shin pad or not, type of deal. So,
well, I mean, we'll agree to disagree.
No issue with Jack Grealish's.
Well, Sheffield United getting their 4th win of the season, taking them up to 14 points. That loss for Villa did us pretty good because they've got one more game in hand, but there's only a 2-point gap now. You get me? So hopefully they can lose that game in hand. We win our games and you get me? We do our job and hopefully jump above them. Sheffield United have now won more Premier League games this season than 19th place West Brom. Did you know that?
I'm seeing that now. 3 and 4. Damn.
And the same number as 18th place Fulham. Indeed, the Blades have now won 3 of their 6 home league games in 2021. For the very first time in the Premier League, Sheffield United managed to win a match in which they received a red card. They've drawn 4 and lost 8. Though Jagielka's red was the first time they had been reduced to 10 men whilst already winning. So normally when they go down to 10 men, they're losing or drawing. This is the first time they've actually been up and gone down. And finally, following their defeats at QPR in 2014, Leicester in January 2015, and Sheffield United this evening, Aston Villa are the first side to lose 3 straight away Premier League games against the side starting the day bottom of the table since Fulham in 2018, who lost 4. Like I said, that result done us well. You get me? Hopefully they lose their next game as well. And like we said, West Brom have actually won less games than Sheffield United, who sit bottom of the table. And West Brom held another L as well. 1-0 defeat at home to Everton. Richarlison with another goal. This kid is on fire this year, blood. The way Ancelotti's got them playing, yeah, Everton could get that top 4 position this year, blood. That win took them to 46 points. They have a game in hand on everyone above them. If they win that game in hand, they will jump into 4th and be 1 point behind Leicester City. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans turned up their nose at Ancelotti when he was available.
Here we go.
I gotta put it out there, blood. We have to, because I was the one that said Ancelotti was one of the guys on my wish list. You get me? Because he's got that experience. He can attract certain players. Hamiz is there because of him. Alan is there because of him. Decore is there because of him. Calvert-Lewin is on smoke because of him. Richarlison is on smoke because of him. All these things are happening because of him, blood. Do you understand? It's all happening because of him. Like, I remember Usmanov said when he went to Everton, his goal is to ruin Arsenal and make Everton go above them. He's halfway on there. He's halfway there, blood. Yeah? He's halfway there, bro. Everton are 9 points ahead of us, blood. 9 points, bro. 9 fucking points, blood. Do you understand? It's unbelievable, blood. Everton having a great season. This was Everton's fifth Premier League double against West Brom. Against no side have they done so more in the competition's history. Everton have won 9 Premier League away games this season. Their joint most on the road in a single campaign in the competition, which was also in 2008, 2009.
9. You said they won 9?
Yeah, they've won 9. And finally, Everton have scored more headed goals than any other Premier League side this season. With Richarlison's winner, they're 11th such goal this term. Can Everton get top 4 this year?
I think so. As you mentioned, that squad, very talented squad, talented manager. It's just now on to stay healthy, pretty much.
The big game of midweek. We just watched it still because we're recording on the Thursday, so that it comes out at a good time for you lot. Everton, yeah, Everton's rivals, Liverpool. They played at home at Anfield. They took on Chelsea. Now, it was Dortmund manager versus Dortmund manager, German versus German, Klopp versus Tuchel. And Tuchel took him to school.
Yep.
Liverpool 0, Chelsea 1. Chelsea deserved that.
Yes.
Good goal from Mount.
Yep.
Trent looking suspect.
As usual. As per the usual.
He's had a poor season this year, hasn't he? Alisson, good to see Alisson in goal.
Yep, he was back today.
You get me?
He was back.
Good to see him back. Thoughts and prayers are still going out to him at this tough time he's going through. And Jurgen Klopp as well. His mum and that. You get me? Do you think that's still playing on Klopp's mind and the players? And now the Alisson is the thing as well now to kind of add it onto the fuckery they're going through at this moment in time?
I want to say yes. I don't know for a fact. Alisson did have a shady moment where I forgot who the striker was. I think it might have been Manuel. I forgot who. I think it might have been Werner on Chelsea. Where
I think it was Werner.
Where he came out and he wasn't meant to.
Yeah.
And the goal was disallowed. So he had little moments where he was a little bit shady in that game. So I guess we'll see. With more games, we'll see. But yeah, good to see that he's back.
That win took Chelsea back into the top 4. They're sitting in 4th now. But like I said, if Everton win their game in hand, they will take Chelsea out of the top 4. Liverpool are down in 7th now. Currently 4 points away from the top 4. So they're not out of it. They're still in the hunt for a place in the top 4. But are they going to get top 4? I mean, the
top 4. I was over here murmuring before we started recording. I was murmuring that Europa might be looking peak for them. You're talking top 4?
I mean, their last victory in the league was January 28th, yeah, which was a lovely win, 3-1 away at the shithole. Their form since then has been shocking, blood. No, sorry, their last win was West Ham away, 3-1. That was their last win. Since then, the form's been a madness, blood. They lost 1-0 at home to fucking Brighton. City smoked them. Leicester smoked them. They won in the Champions League. Everton beat them for the first time at Anfield since 1999 and the first time in the derby since 2008. Oh yeah, they beat Sheffield United. Mm-hmm. You get me? And now Chelsea have beaten them, blood.
But why I said that, right? Look at the teams below them. They all have a game in hand on them. So they've got Aston Villa that has a game in hand on them. And if they win that,
Tottenham got a game in hand.
Tottenham too has a game in hand on them. So that's why I was saying that Europa.
Aston Villa have two. Aston Villa have 2 games in hand.
Oh shit! There it is.
So they could drop to 9th.
Yeah, it's.
We've got a game in hand on them.
Yeah,
but we can't catch them. You understand? We can just go 3 points behind them. Could Liverpool drop out the top half?
That's what I'm saying. That Europa is looking very peak top half too.
I mean, you look at the games they got coming up here. Their next game is Fulham in the league. Then they've got the second leg of the Champions League. Then they go away to Wolves. Wolves ain't really had the best season. A bit of up and down season for Wolves. They got us at the Emirates. Villa at Anfield. Leeds away. Newcastle at Anfield. Man United away. I'd say in that run, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tough games. 5 maybe. I think the Wolves game would be a bit of a tough one. The Arsenal one would be a tough one because it's at the Emirates. Aston Villa would be a tough one. Leeds away would be a tough one. And obviously, Man United blood. You get me? Like, by the time we get to the Man United game, could Liverpool be fully out of the... Because their form at home has been a bit shocking. Yeah. The form away is shocking. Klopp's going through a madness, unfortunately. Let's get that in. Alisson's going through a madness now, unfortunately as well.
They have no defense.
No defense. Is this capitulation FC?
There it is. They might be a laughing stock like us.
Literally.
in a month or so.
It won't be the worst title defense of all time because that will be Chelsea. When Mourinho...
Oh, the Mourinho getting fired.
Yeah. That's the worst title defense of all time. That was even worse than Leicester's one. You get me? But could you put this up there with one of the worst title defenses of all time? Because normally the title winners don't finish lower than third, I think.
If you win the title, then the next season finish below
top 4
out of the top 10. We're talking top 10 here.
But we're saying top 4. Top 4 is the minimum.
Out of top 4, it's a bad one. It's a very, very, very bad one. It does not look good.
After going 68 games without a league defeat at Anfield.
Now it's just a party up in Anfield.
The second longest such run in English top flight history. Liverpool have lost each of their last 5 at Anfield. It is the first time they have ever lost 5 consecutive games at Anfield.
Each of their last 5 they've lost. That's unbelievable.
Chelsea have conceded only 2 goals in 10 games in all competitions under Thomas Tuchel. The same return as they had after 10 games under Jose Mourinho. Both managers' 10th game was a 1-0 win against Liverpool.
Oh, really? Wow, what a coincidence.
And finally, Liverpool have become the first English top flight reigning champions to lose 5 consecutive home league games.
That's unbelievable.
That's why I said, are they the worst? Are they actually, you know what, yeah? With them stats coming out now.
Yeah.
Before that, I thought Chelsea was probably the worst under Mourinho when they sacked him.
Mourinho gets fired.
But is this the worst title defense, blood? Is this actually the worst one, bro?
It has potential.
It
has potential to be the worst one. If they finish below, if they finish like below top 10, yeah, it's you can't get that bad. You can't be winning the league then being bottom half.
Facts. And then the last game.
Oh, before we move away from that, you didn't see the major talking point from that game. I have it ready.
Oh, the Kante handball.
Yep.
Yeah, I never saw it, to be honest.
If you want to pull that up and see what was not called a handball.
Because for the people, Zar's showing me, if you're listening, Zar's showing me the clip of the Kante handball. When this incident happened, I was actually on my way to the studio to film the pod.
I lost my mind.
Whoa!
I lost my mind. That was not a handball. That was reviewed by VAR, and that was called no handball.
That's not... You're
That's
lying.
not a handball. No,
You-
his hand is up here. And it's
They never get 1 minute. That went to VAR.
that went to VAR,
and VAR said no
VAR
handball.
said no handball.
And they never told the referee to go and look at that.
No handball.
So you're telling me corruption is not rife in this Premier League, blood? That's what you're telling me. Is that what man are telling me?
Today was the day that it was finally confirmed in my head that it was. There was just fuck up after. Fuck
I'm not
up
going
everywhere.
mad now, innit?
No, it's literally corrupt. If you're not calling, bro, he has his hand.
Bro,
up.
that's disgusting.
He has his hand up. The ball hit. How can you?
He's
not call
doing
that
blood.
up?
He's doing Borat blood.
How
High
can
five. He's doing Borat blood. He's doing up Borat blood. I don't know if Borat's allowed in America after the madness he did in that video, but he's doing up Borat blood. It's
crazy.
It's embarrassing, bro.
And
That's disgusting.
And then you have the one. You have the one that is called in the Fulham. You saw the Fulham Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's another. The fucking Lamine. I think it was Lamina.
Lamina.
He had his hand on his thigh. It came and it hit his hand on his thigh, and that's called a handball.
It's just, I don't understand, bruv. Like, what's good? It's like none of these referees want to go to the Euros, but I think they want the fucking summer off, mate.
It's actually embarrassing.
I think they want the summer off. There must be the only reason, blood. They want the summer off, blood. They want to, because how the fuck can you not? Whoa, whoa. Bro, I'm not even a Liverpool fan, yeah, and that has wound me up. That has got me like rattled. That's got me, bro. That's they can't even come with the excuse of it's too close, brother. His hands are like that. His hands are wide apart from himself, in the air, head height, bro. Head height, brother. Like I know his hands. I know for Kante to put his hands in the air, it's not gonna be that far from his head because he's small. But brother, like it don't matter, bro. You get me? Like. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, no, it's
I feel sorry for Liverpool. You were robbed. And I will put that in the title. Liverpool were robbed. Yeah, because for me, that's scandalous.
and that changes the game too.
That bro, because
Completely.
Salah don't miss penalties, bro. Salah don't miss. That's 1-1. You get me? Liverpool, you understand? Chelsea might take a step back.
Yeah.
I mean, might take 5 yards back. Liverpool take 5 yards forward. You get me? Who knows what's gonna happen? You understand? That was fucking hell. That's unbelievable.
That really is embarrassing, honestly. The biggest league on the planet, the most money
That might be the
in a
worst
sport.
decision that I've seen. That might be worse than the David Luiz red card, you know. I can't even lie, blood. That might be the worst decision I've seen.
Oh yeah, the Wolves, the David Luiz.
The
Oh yeah,
red-
but I mean that's the most obvious
That-
decision
because-
of all time.
and-
that is way off.
And for the VAR, whoever's up there at Stockley Park,
Yeah.
is corrupt, blood. And whoever, I don't care, I'll say it, bro. Whoever's up there is having bets on games. You've got, there's something to do. You have something to do with this game. You've got like an interest in this game. You're either a Chelsea fan or you have a bet on this game, bro. Because for you not to give that decision, blood, is you should be fired on the spot. You should not be refereeing this weekend. You should not be on VAR duty. You should be sitting in your yard. Not even in your yard. You should be sitting in your fucking garden, freezing your blood clot in a pair of fucking old rusty slippers and some fucking dressing gown full of your dog's piss. It's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy.
I feel sorry for that. That is disgusting, bro. That's absolutely
And
fucking.
it's like, what is the point of VAR? Then?
Literally, what
is the point of
literally,
VAR?
what is the like? What are you man doing? Like, it's like your VAR's there for corruption base.
It's like when you're not gonna overturn something that is so blatant. Take whatever angle, take whatever camera that is in that fucking thing. It's the most obvious handball of all time.
It's
For
this.
you not to
It's
overturn it,
unbelievable, blood.
There's no point.
But fucking hell, man. Liverpool fans, let us know what you think, man. Seriously, man. Fucking hell, mate. We'd love to know your thoughts, blood. But we got to move on. The last game that went down was at Craven Cottage. Them bastards got the win. Fulham 0, Tottenham 1, an own goal. Fulham's first defeat in, I think,
Fulham's
2?
defeat in 1, 2, 3, 4. In more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
In 4.
In 3.
In 3, sorry.
4. Yeah, 4. 5. Their first defeat in 5. They've been on good form, picking up points. The scumbags went down there and got the win. That took them onto 42 points. 5 points clear of 5 points clear of us. That was their game in hand. We needed Fulham to do us a favour. Fulham still 3 points behind Newcastle in 18th, but now Newcastle have a game in hand on the Londoners. Obviously, if Newcastle win that game in hand, Newcastle will go 6 points clear of the Londoners. Tottenham have won back-to-back Premier League games for the first time since November, 4 in a row. They had lost 5 of their previous 6 league games before this one. So Tottenham was on a bad run of form. They finally got the win, the bastards. Fulham are without a win in 22 Premier League London derbies, drawing 4 and losing 18, failing to score in each of their last 4. And finally, this was only Tottenham's 4th Premier League 1-0 win where the goal was an own goal, but the second to come under Jose Mourinho, also versus Everton in July 2020. Tottenham are how many points off top 4? They're 5 points off top 4, and they have a game in hand on the pack they are chasing. They win their game in hand, they go on 45. Can Tottenham get top 4? Are they still in with a shout? 12 games to go. Game in hand.
So
5 points off the top 4.
They go 45. They the chasing pack. Well, Liverpool's dropping. West Ham. I guess West Ham and Aston Villa, the only two main bothers. And that's still wide open for top 4.
Top 4 is wide open. It's just a shame that
so, yeah.
looking at it from an Arsenal fan's perspective,
We're not in the mix.
you get me, we're not in the mix. Now is the time to move on, blood, to the Premier League fixtures this weekend. We start off the fixtures again, for fuck's sake. This week I get half an hour more sleep.
Yay.
You get me? 7:30 kickoff compared to 7 o'clock last weekend. We go to Turf Moor to take on Burnley. Last year it was a 0-0 draw. Bukayo Saka got injured in that game. I remember that game. I believe that was the last away game that I went to before lockdown. Yep, before lockdown. Nice. I think that was the last game. We normally have a good record at Burnley.
At the Emirates, we lost. Yeah, we lost 1-0, right? At the Emirates,
yep. They beat us earlier in the season. A 1-0 victory for Burnley. That one fucking broke my heart, blood. You get me? That one really broke my heart, blood. Because I think it was the first time they beat us in over 60-something years, dog. You get me?
There we go. Yep. 1-0. Aubameyang on goal.
Yeah, you remember from the corner. A man got sent off. Xhaka got sent off. Xhaka got sent off. And then Aubameyang from the corner. You get me?
Yep.
On goal. Yeah, okay. Remember, innit?
Yeah, now that I see the pictures.
Yeah. Burnley start the game in 15th. We start the game in 10th. How you feeling going into this game? Obviously, our last game was Leicester. Big win away from home.
Played very well.
Big win. Great performance from Willian, from Pepe, from the whole team, apart from Mohamed El Sideways. You get me? He was the only one that was kind of fucking about. How you feeling going into this weekend's game with Burnley?
I feel good. It sounds like we only have probably just Smith Rowe out. Fairly fit squad. I feel great. They've been playing well. Yeah, feel confident since we've been playing well.
Burnley coming into it off a 1-1 draw with Leicester midweek. You get me? It's mad how Leicester play us and then they play Burnley. And then we play Burnley.
The three teams have been intertwined.
It's mad how it comes out like that, blood. But like I said, we normally have a good record at Burnley. A lot of 1-0 wins, a lot of last-minute wins. I remember one season, Koscielny scored a goal last minute. It was a handball. There was another season when Sanchez scored a last-minute penalty. I think there was another time before that where we done another late show as well. There's been a few late shows at Burnley, blood. Do you understand? Burnley are looking to complete their first league double over Arsenal since the 1962-63 campaign, following their 1-0 win at the Emirates earlier this season. That's mad. That's how long they haven't beaten us home and away, blood. Arsenal are unbeaten in their last 8 away league games against Burnley. Like I said, we got a good 4 wins and 4 draws, keeping a clean sheet in 4 of their last 5. Their last defeat at Turf Moor was in December 1973.
Wow, Long time.
Like I said, we have a good record, blood. Arsenal have conceded just 7 goals in their 13 Premier League meetings with Burnley, and never more than once in a game. It's the most they faced the side in the competition without scoring more than a goal in any of their meetings. Burnley have won just one of their 9 Saturday Premier League matches this season, drawing 3 and losing 5, winning 3-0 at Crystal Palace last month. Their only 12:30 Saturday kickoff this season ended in a 1-1 draw at home to Everton. And finally, Arsenal have won 4 of their last 6 Premier League away games, losing 2 during that time. As many as they had in their previous 18 on the road, drawing 6 and losing 8. Now we have picked up a bit of form going into this game. You get me? Obviously, since that terrible performance against Man City, we had a good performance at Benfica coming back to win. Great performance at Leicester. Confidence should be booming. You get me? Confidence should be there. We've had a week off. You get me? Had a whole week off. So huge. That's huge. Saka getting a full week's rest. He's been working his socks off, doing up GOAT business. You get me? Smith Rowe, I think, is the only doubt for the game. How would you go?
Right. So in goal, out of Burnley on goal. Right back, I'll go Cedric. Centre backs, I'll go Mari and Louise. Left back, I'll go Tierney. The pivots, I'd go Xhaka and Partey. This is where, so I had that set already before the episode. This is where I'm a bit confused as to who to play now. The front four. But I went with Odegaard in the 10. On the left, this one was tough. This was a very, 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 very tough decision here.
Because when you look at it, you've got Willian on fire, Pepe on fire, Aubameyang on fire, Saka on fire, Laka on fire.
Yep. So
these are the problems you want, though.
Yeah, it's a great spot to be in when you have your guys playing. So Odegaard is the one that's set. The flanks on the left.
So Odegaard in the 10?
Yeah, 10 Odegaard.
On the right?
Fuck, I just don't want to say these positions because it sucks for the ones that's not making it. On the right, I'll go Saka. On the left, I'll go Willian.
You go Willian?
Yeah. Striker, I'll go Aubameyang.
Abba, yeah?
Yep.
I would go Leno in goal. Mm-hmm. Back four of Cedric, Louise, Mari, and Tierney. So same as you. Midfield of Xhaka and Partey. On the right, Saka. On the left, Pepe. In the 10, Odegaard. Up top, Laka.
Why not Willian?
Why not Willian? I think Pepe had a better game than Willian. And that's the totally honest truth. I think Pepe was man of the match. I think Pepe was taking souls left, right, and centre. He got man substituted at half time.
They were so good. They were both at the same level.
And the way that Pepe and the way Pepe works with a proper left back or a right back behind him is beautiful. So sorry, I'm going to change that. Saka on the left, Pepe on the right. The way Pepe and Cedric were working was a madness. I want to see that again.
Okay.
Up top, Laka.
Oh, yeah. Not starting Aubameyang.
Nah, I start Aubameyang Thursday. We got Olympiacos.
Oh, okay. All right.
Save Aubameyang for the Europa League.
All right.
Put Laka in.
Interesting.
Save Abba. Save Abba for Europa, blood.
Interesting. You don't want him to rustle. You don't want him to get that feeling of ruffling the back of the net.
Nah, man.
That he'll need for later.
After what he done to Benfica, blood.
Okay. All right.
He's good, blood.
All right.
He's got that confidence in the Europa League.
Good to
Do you understand? Remember that it's all about the competition you're playing. His confidence is there now in the Europa League. Premier League is a bit, Lacazette's confidence is more in the Premier League. So I would go with Laka. I wouldn't put in Martinelli. I'd love to put him in, but I'm at a stage where momentum is needed. Do you understand? Our next 6 games are fucking vital, blood. We have Burnley, Olympiacos, the shit, Olympiacos, West Ham away, Liverpool at home. These next 6 games are vital, blood. We cannot lose momentum between this Olympiacos time.
Let me ask you this.
Go on.
Do you think Martinelli has a fair fighting chance for selection from now till the end of the season in any of our games?
Fulham at home, West Brom at home are the only games I see where you can put him in. Sheffield United are fighting for their lives, so I don't think you can put him in. That's away from home as well. So I'd like to go strong. You get me? But especially coming up now, like, you cannot lose momentum for this Olympiacos tie. Because literally, Burnley, Olympiacos, Tottenham, Olympiacos. These next, even take out West Ham and Liverpool. These next 4 games are everything.
Pretty tight, yep.
Momentum cannot be dropped right now. You understand? We've won 2 out of 2. We need to do 6 out of 6. We have to win the next 4. We have to.
Yeah, it's tight. It is tight.
You get me? We're going to go see our good friend Socrates on Thursday.
Oh, Olympiacos.
Papa.
That was a quick turnaround, bro.
We're going back to Olympiacos, blood. You understand?
Quick turnaround.
But prediction for Saturday's game.
Honestly, I think we can win this 3-0.
3-0?
Yep.
Leicester just went there and drew 1-1, even though Leicester on a kind of a shaky run of form. No Maddison, hella injuries. I don't see Leicester moaning, though, like Liverpool. Let me get that in.
True. based off our form and how well we played the last couple games, and how people's body language was looking on the field. Yeah, I think we
3-0.
Yeah, we're confident.
I'll go 2-0. I think the way Burnley defend, they're very rigid. They're not gonna be. You get me? They're not gonna really come at us the way Leicester will come at us. You get me? When we can pick them off. They're very defensive. I mean, strict. Back two lines of two backs of 4. You get me? I'll go 2-0.
Crack him 2-0.
As long as we get the win, I don't give a shit, blood.
Sorry, just to circle back real quick on that, back to Martinelli, because it's been bothering me. I was thinking about this yesterday. It's been bothering me. So if we're not playing him in the matchday squad, right? Why aren't we putting him in? Because I mean, he hasn't played in a while. He's come from reserve. Yeah. He's come from injury. Why aren't we putting him in under 23 like we're doing with Reece? Reece has been playing. He's played, I think, the last 2 games with under 23, and Martinelli's just not playing. He's just any football whatsoever.
Yeah. I don't get why we don't bring him off the bench. Like, you can have him in the squad. Like, he should be an option off the bench, blood. Yeah. Like, the Leicester game. I don't know why Aubameyang came on. It should have been Martinelli, blood. That's get me. I don't get this.
It's like he's not getting game time.
It's like Arteta trying to do what Pep did with Foden and hold him back, and then let him. And when he lets him loose, he's just going to be on smoke. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to use that model, but and maybe because the way we're playing now, he hasn't really been. He's not really forced to play Martinelli when we've got the amount of man on fire as we have right now. Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Pepe, Willian, Laka, Abba, Saka. That's 7 man up front.
True.
You get me? So the pressure's kind of been taken off Arteta as well, with how well the players have done in recent weeks.
That Foden model too is a dangerous one, because you start losing the youngsters, as you can see. Look at Jude Bellingham gone. Jadon Sancho
speaking of youngsters, Balogun's come out and said he wants 40 bags
grand,
a week.
40
I'd
bags,
give it to him.
40 bags or he's gone. Yeah,
I'd give it to him.
Absolutely.
40 bags is fine.
40
That's
bags.
nothing.
That's like I'm not even arguing.
You get me?
If they're cats like if they
you had man like fucking you got man like you had man like Mustafi on over 110 or 90 between 90 and 110. Flo on 40. Give him that.
Willian during his terrible 4 months, he was on 200. Give Flo 40.
Facts, bro.
40, tie him down to a 5-year contract. That's it. Boom.
Facts, bro. There are 2 big games this weekend. The first one is obviously the Manchester derby. Manchester City taking on Man United. First versus second. The blue half of Manchester versus the red half of Manchester. PE teacher versus manager. Legend of football versus substitute legend. Super sub. You get me? Pep versus Ole, blood. Guardiola versus Solskjaer at the Etihad, blood. Sunday. What is going to happen, blood? Man United have drew 0-0 their last 2 games. We went through on the last podcast how many games they've drawn 0-0. The Chelsea 0-0, us 0-0, Liverpool 0-0, Man City 0-0, Liverpool 0-0. Obviously, we beat them at Old Trafford. Tottenham smoked them 6-1. What's going to happen in this one? I'd tell you this for free, blood. There ain't going to be no fucking 0-0. I'll tell you this for free, blood. There ain't no fucking 0-0 coming in this one, blood. Yeah? Man are getting put in spliffs, dog. Did you see what Sterling put up this morning? What kind of breakfast he was eating?
Oh, yeah.
Saltfish, festival
the
and them thing there.
Jamaican
You understand? Proper thing, man. I'm ready for United, you know, dog. He said, my chef different.
4-0 Man City.
4. Look, I ain't even gone through the stat shit and man's putting out prediction. Man's putting out prediction straight away, blood.
I've already noted it.
Let me get into the stats, my nigga, man. Fuck, give me a chance, blood. You get me? Fucking hell, bro. Man City have lost 3 of their last 5 home games against Man United, including 1 draw and 1 defeat. Including a 2-1 defeat last season. They've not lost consecutive home league games against Man United since April 2010. Solskjaer kind of does know how to play in the derbies, blood. I will give him that.
Not losing.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, Solskjaer kind of knows how to play in the derbies, blood. You get me? Defend at all costs, blood. You get me? Kitchen sink, every blood clot thing, playing everything, dog. You get me? Don't be spitting on your laptop, blood. Make sure that shit's insured, my nigga. You get me? Man United are looking to win 3 consecutive away games in all competitions against Man City for the first time since a run of 4 between 93 and 2000. Man City have kept a clean sheet in both of their meetings with Man United this season. 0-0 in the Premier League and obviously 2-0 when they beat them in the League Cup. The last team to record 3 shutouts against the Red Devils within a single season was
Arsenal
in 1998-99. Man City are unbeaten in 28 games in all competitions. If they avoid defeat here, they will set a new club record for games without defeat. The Citizens have also won each of their last 21 matches. The 3rd ever longest run in all competitions among teams in the Big 5 European leagues. And finally, Man United have drawn their last 3 matches goalless in all competitions. They have never drawn 4 in a row goalless. While the last Premier League side to do so was Spurs back in February 2001. Now, like I said, I don't think it'll be 0-0, blood. You get me? You've gone 4-0, yeah? I'm going to go 3-1. It's a derby, so there's always more time there's goals on both sides. Yeah. But the way Pep's got these man playing right now, yeah? Anybody that comes in front, you're getting put in spliff, spliff, bong, you're getting put in a fucking, in a coffin, you're getting put in an urn, only per fuckery, blood. You're getting put in bottles, everything, blood. You get me?
Funny.
It's not even funny, blood. The other big game goes down on Monday at Stamford Bridge. Everton taking on Chelsea. Everton travel to Stamford Bridge on Monday night. 4th versus 5th. Chelsea currently on 47 points in 4th. Everton behind them on 46 with a game in hand. Everton went to Liverpool and got the victory. Chelsea have also gone to Liverpool and got a victory. Tuchel versus Ancelotti. Interesting, blood. 2 top managers in Europe. I wouldn't say Tuchel is elite yet. I would say he is one of the top managers. I wouldn't say he's elite. Elite for me is like Ancelotti, Pep, Klopp, Mourinho, the scumbag. Even though he's fallen off, he's still an elite manager. Tuchel, he's borderline. He needs to just do a little bit more, and then he can, you get me, rise to that level, blood. But this is a big game, blood. You get me. And Everton are doing really well away from home. They've won 9, as I said earlier in the podcast. Chelsea are unbeaten in their last 25 Premier League home games against Everton, winning 14 and drawing 11. Only against Tottenham have the Blues had a longer unbeaten home run in the top flight history. That was 27 between 1990 and 2016. Only against Leeds, 35 between 1946 and 2001, have Everton had a longer winless away run in the top flight than they have at Chelsea, with the Toffees winless in 25 visits to Stamford Bridge since a 1-0 win in November 1994.
35 against Leeds.
Mm-hmm. Chelsea have lost 3 of their last 4 Premier League meetings with Everton, 1 win, as many as they had in their previous 15 against them in the competition, which included 9 wins and 3 draws. Everton are looking to complete their first league double over Chelsea since the 1978 campaign, when the Blues finished bottom of the top flight with just 5 wins from 42 games. And finally, Chelsea have won 10 of their last 14 Premier League games played on Mondays, 2 draws and 2 defeats, and are unbeaten in their 4 such games this season, 3 wins and a draw. Now, Everton, you get me, they haven't won at Chelsea away for a long time. They never beat Liverpool away for a long time, and they went there and won. Obviously, Liverpool were on a bad run of form at the time. Apologies for the sirens in the background, people. Yeah, like I said, Liverpool's on a bad run of form. Chelsea's on a good run of form, but so are Everton. This is a real test for Everton now. This is where we see if they are true top 4 contenders. But if they go to Chelsea and get a win in the form that Chelsea are on, I'm gonna put them in my top 4.
It's just the way Chelsea's playing. They defensively, they're just now. Tuchel has just come in and really organized that defense and all that. So if they win, then they are serious.
I'm going for a draw.
I'm going for a draw too. I put down 1-1.
I'll go for a Desmond 2-2. I'll go for a Desmond. Other games this weekend. Let's go to Liverpool. Liverpool, they are at home. They take on Fulham. Liverpool have lost just one of their 23 top flight home games against Fulham. 16 wins and 6 draws. With that loss coming in May 2012 under Kenny Dalglish. Fulham haven't avoided defeat in both league games against Liverpool in a season since beating them twice in the 2011-2012 campaign. Fulham have won just 2 of their 26 away league games against reigning top flight champions. 3 draws and 21 defeats, beating Ipswich 1-0 in March 1963 and Man United 3-1 in October 2003. Liverpool have kept a clean sheet in 11 of their 14 Premier League home games against Fulham, shipping just 1 goal in each of their 3 meetings. And finally, Fulham are looking to become the first London side to win away at both Everton and Liverpool in the same Premier League season since West Ham in 2015. I think Fulham are going to receive back-to-back defeats.
Yep. I go Liverpool 3-0.
I'll go Liverpool 3-1. I think Fulham will get a goal. Big derby going down this weekend. Aston Villa taking on Wolves. The Midlands derby. 9th versus 12th. Wolves have kind of closed the gap on Villa. Obviously, Villa's form's been a bit dead in recent games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have lost 3 in a row. Yes, they have. Lost 2-1 to Aston... 2-1 to... No. Yeah, they lost. They lost. They're cool. Yeah. They lost to Leicester 2-1. Then they beat Leeds 1-0, but then they lost to Sheffield United 1-0. Wolves, their form's been up and down like a yo-yo this year. They got slapped in midweek by City, but no shame in that. They're slapping everyone. Aston Villa are looking to secure their first league double over Wolves since the 2003-2004 campaign, following their 1-0 win at Molineux back in December. Wolves won this exact fixture 1-0 last season. They haven't won consecutive away league games against Aston Villa since a run of 3 between 1957 and 1960. Aston Villa have won just 1 of their 6 home league games against Wolves, 3 draws and 2 defeats, having won 6 of their 7 prior to that. Aston Villa have won all 5 of their Premier League home games when scoring first this season and lost all 5 at Villa Park when conceding first. The other game finished goalless, making Villa Park the only ground not to see a single point gained or lost from a losing or winning position this season. Wow. And finally, Aston Villa has the highest win rate in the Premier League played on Saturdays this season, 75%, so 6 out of 8. While Wolves' 5 games are one of 2 sides yet to win on Saturday in the top flight so far this term, along with Sheffield United.
5.
I'm going Wolves, you know.
I went 1-1 for this one.
You know what? I'll go Wolves 2-1. I think Villa's gonna start slipping down.
This is when they get rattled and they go down the.
I thought Leicester would be the team to drop, but it's looking like Aston Villa would be the team to drop, blood. Brighton taking on Leicester. Speaking of Leicester, Leicester travel down to Brighton, the Amex Arena, whatever the fuck they call it now. Leicester in 3rd, Brighton in 16th. Brighton are winless in all 7 of their Premier League meetings with Leicester, 2 draws and 5 defeats, failing to score on 5 occasions in this run. Leicester have faced Brighton without ever losing more than they have any other side in the Premier League, 7. 5 wins and 2 draws. Leicester have already beaten Brighton twice this season, 3-0 in the Premier League, 1-0 in the FA Cup. The last time they won 3 games against the same top flight club in the same season was back in 1962, doing so against Ipswich, Leyton Orient and Liverpool. Brighton have lost their last 2 Premier League games, last losing 3 in a row in November 2019. Over these 2 games, the Seagulls have had 40 shots, 11 on target, to their opponents' 9, 4 on target. Average 72.5 possession and have an expected goals total of 5.5 compared to 1 against. And finally, Brighton have won 8 penalties this season, more than any of their previous 3 campaigns in the competition. However, the Seagulls have missed 3 of those spot kicks this term, including 2 against West Brom last time out. Remember?
Welbeck and fucking Gross.
Yeah, Gross. Just one more fewer than in their previous 3 campaigns combined. I think Leicester will get a win.
Yep, I went Leicester 1-0.
I think Leicester 2-1. Tottenham, London derby for them. Another London derby. That's back-to-back London derbies for the scum. They take on Crystal Palace this weekend. Palace down in 13th. Tottenham in 8th. Tottenham are unbeaten in their last 11 Premier League meetings with Crystal Palace, winning 9 and drawing 2. Their longest ongoing run against any side currently in the division. Since a 1-0 win at White Hart Lane in November 1997, Crystal Palace are winless in their last 8 away league games against Tottenham, 2 draws and 6 defeats, failing to score in the last 7 and losing each of the last 5. Since Crystal Palace's run to the Premier League in 2013, Tottenham have kept 11 clean sheets in 15 top-flight meetings with the Eagles, more than any side has against another in the division in that time. Crystal Palace are winless in their last 5 Premier League London derbies, though 4 of those have ended level. The Eagles last had a longer run without a victory in a London derby in the 2017-2018 season. Following a 2-1 win at Brighton last time out, Crystal Palace are looking to win consecutive away league games for the first time since June 2020. The Eagles' first victory in that run was against Brighton. You gotta go fucking scumbags, innit?
I actually went for
Palace do good away from home.
Yeah,
though,
I went for a draw on this one.
Is Zaha back?
He wasn't playing.
He didn't play
last one.
midweek, so
I don't know what is.
He's there only him and Aziz. Aziz can't do it by himself. He needs Zaha with him. Zaha can do it by himself.
Could be back. So apparently, word on Zaha is he could be back very soon, very very soon.
But he's missing the Tottenham game, innit?
I don't know if that means that he's missing it. No, Athletic is what's it called? Athletic is paywall. Receives huge boost before. Oh, so he could make the Tottenham game.
Okay, so I'll go for a draw then. If Zaha's in, I go for a draw. If he's out, the scum are gonna win.
I'm going draw either way.
Big battle at the bottom this weekend. West Brom taking on Newcastle. West Brom sitting in 19th, Newcastle in 17th. But if West Brom get the win, they could drag Newcastle into... Well, Newcastle are already in a relegation battle, but they could drag them in deep. You get me? Very deep, blood. You understand? Because, let's say, if Newcastle were to lose and Fulham were to win their game this weekend, Fulham go level on points with them with a game in hand. You get me? Newcastle will drop into the relegation zone if Fulham win. Because they got a better goal difference.
Yeah.
You get me? So I suppose every Fulham fan will be a West Brom fan during this game, blood. You get me? West Brom have won 7 points from their last 4 Premier League home games against Newcastle. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. 1 more than they had from their first 7 against them in the competition. 1 win, 3 draws, 3 defeats. Newcastle are looking to complete their first Premier League double over West Brom since the 2008-09 season, when both sides were eventually relegated to the Championship. Newcastle have lost their last Premier League game against a side. 1 minute. Newcastle lost their last Premier League match against a side in the relegation zone, going down 1-0 at Sheffield United. They've not lost consecutive games against teams in the bottom 3 within the same season since March 2013. That's when they lost to Reading and Wigan. West Brom have won none of their 8 Premier League games played on Sundays this season, drawing 2 and losing 6. Their last such victory in the competition was back in April 2018 at Man United, a 1-0 win. And finally, since picking up 9 points in a run of 5 games in November/December, which included 3 wins and 2 defeats, Newcastle have won just 9 points from their subsequent 15 Premier League matches. 2 wins, 3 draws, and 10 defeats. I'm going for West Brom, you know.
I'm going to go Newcastle 1-0.
I'm going West Brom. Big Sam taking on his old club as well. they done him dirty as well. So he'll want to put them in a spliff, blood. Or as the Aussies say, he'll want to put them on a barbie.
Shrimp and a barbie.
You get me? What games have we missed? We done.
It looks like we're pretty much ripped.
Oh, Sheffield United. Sheffield United taking on Southampton this weekend. Sheffield United bottom of the table. Southampton. Southampton have been terrible, blood.
Since like December, right?
Like they was on a. Sky Sports put out a stat, yeah, and it was like the first half of the season compared to now, and it's since they held. Was it 9 against Liverpool? Was it 9? Was it 9-0 against Liverpool?
So against Liverpool. No, 1-0. They won 1-0.
It was 1-0.
Yep. 1-0 right there.
Who slapped them 9-0? Man United.
Let's see.
Man United gave them 9-0.
Southampton.
Yeah, Man United gave them 9-0. Because look, they lost 9-0 to United. Then they lost to Newcastle. Yeah. Then they lost to Wolves. They drew with Chelsea. Lost to flipping Southampton. Leeds, sorry. Lost to Everton. Now they got Sheffield United. Sheffield United have lost 2 of their last 3 home games against Southampton, more than they had in their previous 15 at Bramall Lane. Southampton have won their last 3 league meetings with Sheffield United, last winning 4 in a row against them in 1950. Sheffield United have won just 1 of their 7 Premier League meetings with Southampton, with that victory coming in the first such meeting between the sides in October 1992. Since their return to the Premier League in 2012, Southampton have won 4 of their 7 Premier League games in Yorkshire, as many as they had in their first 25 in the competition between 92 and 2005. Sheffield United have lost all 8 of their Premier League games played on Saturdays this season. As it stands, it's the highest number of games a team has played on a specific weekday within a single Premier League season, with a 100% loss rate. I'm going for Sheffield United.
Yep. That's what I just noted down. 1-0 Sheffield United.
I think they'll get the win.
That's what I'm predicting.
You get me? Southampton, they're on a terrible run of form. The final game that we're going to get into of the weekend is West Ham taking on Leeds United. West Ham sitting in 6th, Leeds in 11th. Leeds having a pretty good season this year. First year back in the Premier League in over 16 years. Bielsa doing a good job with them. David Moyes, blood. I started off the season calling him David Moist, and I actually said that.
You take that back?
I take that back, and I said that West Ham will probably be fighting relegation, and they have done the complete opposite. They are fighting for the Champions League.
Top 4?
They are fighting for top 4, blood. They are deep in this top 4 flight. And I think this is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a great game. A great, great game. Monday night, under the lights at the Olympic Stadium. West Ham are looking to complete their first league double over Leeds since 1954 in the 2nd tier, while they last beat them in both top flight meetings in a season back in 1930. Leeds have lost just 1 of their 10 Premier League away games against West Ham, 6 wins and 3 draws, going down 3-0 in March 98. This is their first such defeat since a 4-3 victory in November 2002. This will be the 100th different league meeting between West Ham and Leeds. The Whites will be the 13th different side West Ham have faced 100 plus times in league football, with the Hammers only having a lower win rate against Liverpool 19.8 and Arsenal 23.2 than they do against Leeds 25.3. Meanwhile, of the 7 opponents Leeds have faced 100 plus times, including West Ham, their highest win rate is against West Ham, 47%. West Ham are looking to win 3 consecutive home Premier League matches for the first time since March 2019, while manager David Moyes hasn't won 3 in a row at home since winning his last 6 as Everton manager in 2013. And finally, Leeds have lost 12 of their last 13 in London in all competitions, losing all 4 in the capital in the Premier League this season. Leeds are one of the only top Sorry. Leeds are... Why did they fucking write it like this, blood? Leeds are one of only 3 top flight sides yet to win a point in London this term, along with Sheffield United and West Brom. And I believe that they will not win a point again, blood. Like West Ham, you get me? Antonio, Dex, Souček, Diop, Ogbonga, Fabianski, Creswell. They're all doing a great... David Moyes, Bowen. They got a good squad there.
Lanzini's back now, right?
Yeah, they got a good squad there, blood. West Ham doing great things, blood. In the Premier League this season, they are blowing more than bubbles. I tell you that for free, mate. Mm-hmm. Yes, we have gone through all of the games. Yeah, that's another episode done, blood. You get me? Episode 40 completed, blood. You understand? Big up my brother Zar, as I do every week. You get me? Big up my brother Jets on the buttons, as per. We'll be back again on Saturday morning, 7 p.m. start, 7:30 kickoff, 7 a.m. Sorry, I wish it was fucking 7
right,
p.m.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been fucking great, blood.
I thought it was 7:32. Fuck. So it's 7 a.m. kickoff?
Nah, 7:30 kickoff.
We start
at 7.
Cool. So it is.
Yeah. So last week we started at 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get an extra half an hour this week.
All right,
blood.
cool.
You get me? But we're gonna have Chef Donny as well. You get me? Chef Donny. He's doing an English breakfast. You get me? I told Jetski, yo, make sure that you tell Donny it's the proper English one. You know, you understand? I don't want no American breakfast. I want that English breakfast, bitch.
Beans.
Oh, the
little baked beans.
I got baked beans.
Baked
You get me?
beans and toast.
My beans and toast and my egg and bacon and my mushrooms. You get me? I don't like fried tomatoes though. Fuck all that. You can have that if he comes with that, blood.
Fuck
Get me?
tomatoes.
I like my hash browns. You get me? Hash brown. I tell you. All right. So look. Hopefully Donny sees it. So egg, bacon, sausage, hash browns, mushrooms, beans, fried slice, a burger with no bun, cheese, fried onions on top. That's a full English breakfast.
This man is eating for like 2 weeks.
I gotta make sure I send him a clip now. So
You gotta send him a clip.
Yeah.
That's a Troopz full
eating
English
for 2
breakfast.
weeks.
Yeah, some people put black pudding. I don't fuck with that. Some people put chips. I have hash brown. Some people put fried tomato. I don't like that. But that's how I'd go if I was going to the caf in London. That's what I'd order.
If I'm doing English style breakfast, baked beans is one of my favorite. The Heinz baked beans.
Heinz.
Heinz.
These fucking Americans, blood.
Heinz baked beans. So yeah, beans and toast. Boom,
Yeah.
simple as that.
Put some cheese on that.
with a cup of tea.
Cuppa. Good old Yorkshire tea, mate. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, look out for the watch along this Saturday. There's gonna be epic scenes. You get me? You know, tech guy Andy's my guy, but fuck you this weekend because he's a Burnley fan. So fuck you, blood. Don't be trying to fuck up the set. Don't be trying to fuck up the set and them thing there, so we can't go live.
Yeah,
or
if we don't go live, it's on him.
you get me? Or man's mid celebration and then you just cut off the live, blood. You understand? Don't be doing no fuckery around here, blood. You get me? Real shit, blood.
Yeah.
But like I say, blood, every week, people, stay safe and wash them fucking hands, blood.